हाँ सर। हेलो हेलो
हेलो
हेलो।
हाँ रितेन सर।
हाँ सर
हाँ જો
कर દીધું તમારું ઓડિયો એન્ડ વિડિયો.
બરાબર છે. ઓકે આ બરાબર છે
હા
બોર્ડ.
બરાબર છે, થોડું બરાબર છે. સ્લાઇડ થોડું નીચું કરજો, એટલે ઉપર લેજો તમારો કેમેરો. ઓકે ડન 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 ડન.
બરાબર છે.
ઓકે થોડું સેટ થાય પછી એડજસ્ટ. ઓકે ચાલશે ચાલશે ચાલશે.
ઓકે
હા
ક્લિયર આવે છે.
હા ક્લિયર આવે છે.
ચાલુ રાખજો. આ કોનો અવાજ આવે રીતેન સર? બીજા કોનો? રીતેન સર હેલો.
હા સર.
કોકનો અવાજ આવે છે?
હા સર. હા હા,
કોકનો
તો
અવાજ આવતો.
બાજુવાળા વાતો કરતા હતા.
હા વાંધો નહીં.
હા
જરા જોઈ લેજો, હું એડજસ્ટ કરી લઉં છું ફરી.
હા આ ચાલશે સર.
ચાલશે.
હા ડન ડન, ગઈકાલ જેવું જ છે આ.
ઓકે ઓકે
હા
સો ટાઈમ નથી થયો હજુ, 2 મિનિટ ટ્રેન કરું. કેટલા
હા
એડમિટ થયા બધા?
અરાઉન્ડ જોઈ લઉં 47.
ઓકે હજુ આપણે 4:30 સ્ટાર્ટ કરીએ ને?
હા 3 મિનિટ બાકી છે હજી.
ઓકે આ લખ્યું બરાબર દેખાય છે?
હા દેખાય છે, ક્લિયર છે.
ક્લીન છે ને?
અને સર આ સાઈડે તમારા રાઈટ સાઈડ, બોર્ડની રાઈટ
હા
સાઈડે થોડુંક
હા
લાઇટ એ થાય છે,
લાઈટ
રિફ્લેક્સ.
પડે છે વધારે?
હા હા
રિફ્લેક્ટ થાય છે?
હા
પેલી
રિફ્લેક્ટ.
લાઈટ બંધ કર દો રિયા, પેલી લાઈટ બંધ કર. પાછળ નહીં, એ નહીં એ નહીં. હા
ઓકે
હવે
ડન
દેખાય છે?
ડન ડન ડન.
ઓકે કમ્પ્લીટ છે.
હા
તમે કહેજો સ્ટાર્ટ કરું થોડી વાર થાય એટલે.
હા હું જોઈ લઉં, થોડો વધારે થશે એટલે કહી દઉં.
હા
49 થયા છે.
વાંધો નહીં. રીતેન સર
હા સર.
કોઈ મીત કરીને છે જો તો અમારામાં, એ મને કોલ કર કરે છે એટલે કઈ લોગિન નહીં થતું એનાથી.
મિત મિત.
થઈ ગયું છે
હા
મીત પટેલ?
હા બસ થાય છે, મિત પટેલ થાય છે.
ઓકે એડમિટ કરી દેજો.
MEET મિત. હા
હા
સર 6
હમ
430 થઈ ગયા છે
હમ
અને 62
ઓકે so we'll start
જોઈન થઈ ગયા છે.
now. Okay.
હા.
Okay, now I'm starting. Yesterday we have done the Nernst equation, right? Again I will write that Nernst equation. E cell is equal to E0 cell minus 0.059 by n into log of concentration of ion at anode divided by concentration of ion at cathode, or you can write product by reactant, right? Now based on this we'll do some numericals, right? The first one is calculate electrode potential if zinc metal is dipped in ZnSO4 solution. Given E0 Zn2 plus oblique Zn is equal to minus 0.76 volt. Now this is the equation given to you. So for this solution will be, now you can check here, Zn metal is dipped in ZnSO4 solution and given is Zn plus 2 oblique Zn reduction. So you know yesterday's according to Nernst equation, you can write E Zn2 plus oblique Zn which you want to calculate is equal to E0 Zn2 plus oblique Zn which is already given to you minus 0.059 by n, n you know number of electron transfer. So Zn plus 2 Zn means it is number of electron transfer is 2 into log of Zn by Zn plus 2 aqueous. Clear? Now this you have to calculate. This is given to you minus 0.76 volt. This if you divide it will be 0.0295, right? And concentration of ZnSO4 solution is 0.1 molar given to you. So here you can write log of 1 upon 0.1 molar, right? Because concentration of ZnSO4 means Zn plus 2 is 0.1 molar. So this will be equal to minus 0.76 volt minus 0.03 approximately. If you carry on 1, you can write 0.03, and this will be log of 1 by 0.1. 0.1 means it will be 1 by 10, log 10, and log 10 we all know it is 1. So your answer will be minus 0.76 and minus 0.03 into 1. So this answer will be minus 0.79 volt. So this is your answer. Your E Zn2 plus oblique Zn, when it is dissolved in 0.1 molar ZnSO4 solution, the answer will be minus 0.79 volt. Take a screenshot. Miten sir?
Done, sir.
Okay. Then one more example we'll take it, but this time we'll take it based on gaseous molecule, a gaseous electrode. Calculate E0 reduction of chlorine electrode. Calculate E reduction of Cl2 electrode. You can say chlorine gas electrode. If the pressure of Cl2 gas is 5 atmosphere, bubbled in a solution of 0.1 molar KCl, potassium chloride, given E0 Cl2 oblique Cl minus is equal to plus 1.36 volt. This time this is given. Now you have to solve this. Now in case of gas electrode, first of all, you write the reaction. Cl2 is converted to Cl minus. So you can write electrode reaction. What will be the reaction? Cl2 gas gives, it takes 2 electron and get deposited as 2 Cl minus. So this is reduction. Clear? Now I have balanced it. So number of electron transfer will be 2. If you write it half, it will be 1, but you have to write it Cl minus. For this gas electrode, this is gas, this is aqueous. Now, Nernst equation. According to Nernst equation, what is our Nernst equation? E Cl2 oblique Cl minus is equal to E0 Cl2 oblique Cl minus 0.059 by number of electron transfer. I will put it n first into log of, actually it is product by reactant. Product is Cl minus whole square divided by reactant. Reactant is Cl2. So it will be, chlorine is a gas, so it will be P of Cl2, right? It is 1 mole. So this is our equation. So this you have to remember. In this case, we are considering chlorine gas. In earlier case, it was metal, and concentration of metal is taken as 1 molar because it is solid. But this is gas, so you have to consider. So now this value is given 1.36 volt minus 0.059 by 2 log of concentration of Cl minus. In KCl it will be 0.1. So I will write here 0.1 whole square divided by pressure of Cl2. Pressure of Cl2 is given 5 atm. Right? So now you can put this value and solve it. 1.36 volt minus this will be 0.03, because if you carry on 1, it will be 0.06 divided by 2, 0.03. Now you have to take a log of this. Log of, this is 0.1 whole square. Can I write it is 10 raised to minus 2? And this will be minus log of 5. So your answer will be 1.36 minus 0.03 into bracket. You can take, this is minus 2 because log 10 is 1, and this will be minus 0.6990. The log of 5 is 0.6990. So your answer will be 1.36 minus 0.03 into bracket. If you add these two, it will be minus 2.699, right? And that will be 7. So this will be 1.36 minus 0.0. नॉट डिस्टर्ब बंद कर, नॉट डिस्टर्ब ऑन किया। रितेन साहब बराबर है? हेलो हेलो,
हाँ સર લેફ્ટ સાઈડ થોડુંક લેવાનું છે.
બોલજો.
ઓકે ડન. સેન્ટરમાં છે.
સેન્ટરમાં છે.
થોડુંક ઝૂમ ઇન થતું હોય તો સ્લાઇડ ઝૂમ ઇન. કેમેરો લેફ્ટ સાઈડ થોડુંક સ્લાઇડ. હેલો.
આ रितेन साहब बराबर છે?
હા બરાબર છે.
એક મિનિટ ચાલુ રાખજો.
હા.
हेलो.
હા સર.
હા હવે જુઓ તો.
બસ બસ બસ.
ઓકે, સ્ક્રીનશોટ લઈ લીધો ને?
સ્ટેડી કરજો, સ્ટેડી કરવું પડશે.
સ્ટેડી કરવું પડશે.
ક્લિયર નથી દેખાતું.
બોલજો.
સ્ક્રીન પર ફોકસ કરી.
સ્ક્રીન પર ફોકસ કરો.
ઓકે ઓકે.
ઓકે,
હા.
બરાબર છે, ચાલો. ઓકે, હેવ યુ ટેકન ધ સ્ક્રીનશોટ?
નો નો 2 મિનિટ.
સ્ક્રીનશોટ લઈ લો. ઓકે.
ડન સર.
Okay. Now, one more example, we'll take it based on JEE. Right? But before taking that, I would like to derive one equation for the pH. Suppose you are given hydrogen electrode, PT, H plus, aqueous 1 molar, oblique H2 gas, 1 bar, you can say 1 atmosphere, oblique PT. This is cathode, or you can say reduction. The same type of equation you can derive for oxidation also. I am deriving for reduction. Right? For this, we know the equation. What will be the equation? H plus electron gives H2 gas, 1 bar. If you want to balance it, you can write it here, half H2 gas, or you can multiply by 2 here. Clear? Now, what is Nernst equation? Nernst equation is E cell is equal to E0 cell. Actually, you cannot write cell because it is a half cell. So you can write here H plus oblique H2, H plus oblique H2 minus 0.059 by N. N is number of electron transfer is 1. Right? Into log of product. Product is H2 raised to half divided by H plus. Now, what is E? H plus oblique H2. We know standard reduction potential of hydrogen, whether it is oxidation or reduction, it will be 0.0 volt. Yesterday we have written arbitrarily it is considered as 0.0 volt. This will be 0.059. Approximately you can take 6.06. Then here, log of the pressure of the hydrogen gas is given 1 bar. So 1 raised to half, it will be 1 only. And here it is given H plus. Now, E of H plus oblique H2 is equal to, this is 0. So I can write here minus 0.059 into 1 by H plus, log of 1 by H plus. It will be how much? If I want to write it, can I write it? Minus log of H plus. Log of 1 by H plus is equal to, if I write minus log of H plus, then it will be minus 0.059 E of H plus oblique H2, and minus log of H plus is pH, because pH is equal to minus log of H plus. This we know. So therefore, you can convert this formula in form of pH. pH will be equal to E cell, if the complete cell given to you, and divided by minus 0.059. This formula you can use it for calculating the numericals. Then sir screenshot ले लीजिए. Hello. 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 Riten sir.
हाँ सर. हेलो.
Hello, Riten sir. Have you taken the screenshot?
સર ઉપર સ્ક્રીન પર તમારું દેખાતું નથી.
Riten sir. Have you lost the connection? Hello.
सर मारे भी प्रॉब्लम
हाँ,
છે
Riten.
સ્ક્રીન પર નહીં દેખાતું
નથી દેખાતું કઈ
Screen
બી.
पर ना देखा तो
સર
देखा तो क्या बोलूं?
સ્ક્રીન પર નહીં દેખાતું સર આજે
ફરથી ડિસ્કનેક્ટ કરી લેજો સર.
સર ફરી એક વખત કરશું. હેલો.
બધાને
नहीं देखा तू सर, स्क्रीन ब्लैक થઈ ગઈ.
नहीं देखा तो सर.
દેખાતું નથી સર.
હેલો. હેલો.
જ આપણે હા
હેલો. હેલો.
unmute. Hello.
હેલો.
આવ્યું કનેક્શન?
હા સર, કંઈક દેખાતું નતું, હા આવ્યું હવે.
બધા એડમિટ લેટ થાય છે એટલે પ્રોબ્લેમ છે.
મે બી હોઈ શકે સર. અને
જો
બધા
હજુ કોક
જાતે
આવે.
અલાઉ થઈ જાય છે, 2 મિનિટ વેટ કરવું પડશે. હું આ લોક કરી દઉં.
તમે એડમિટ ઓલ કરી દો ને, મારામાં બહુ આયા કરે છે.
હા
લીધે
મારે બી આવે
movement
છે
થઈ જતી
અને એની જાતે
દરેકને કહી દેવાનું, નહીં તો કાલથી ઇન્સ્ટ્રક્શન આપી દો ભાઈ. મેક્સિમમ 4 4:30 ને 5 એટલે 4:35.
81 કનેક્શન છે.
વાંધો નથી. હું કહેવા જુઓ તો બરાબર છે.
હા ઓકે,
ક્લિયર દેખાય છે?
દેખાય છે.
નો પ્રોબ્લેમ ને? સ્ક્રીનશોટ લઈ લેજો.
હા 2 મિનિટ.
Have you taken the screenshot?
યસ સર.
Okay. Now I'll go further. Now, based on this application, we'll calculate the numerical. Let us see which type of question is being asked in the board exam. Yeah, competitive exam. The question is, calculate the pH of hydrogen electrode. If its electrode potential is minus 0.118 volt, this is given to you, right? Right now we have derived one equation. We know that you can write. We know that pH is equal to E cell divided by minus 0.059. See, whenever this type of questions are asked in the competitive exam, you can use the formula directly because MCQs are there. In board exam, you have to show the method. So now this will be equal to E cell. And E cell, we know the value is given minus 0.118 volt divided by, can I write it this? 0.06. Minus minus cancel. So this will be equal to, now you can carry on 1. So this will be equal to 0.12 volt divided by 0.06. So if you cancel, your answer will be 2. So this type of questions can be asked, and this question have been asked in your competitive examination. That's why I have taken this example to explain you. Now you can take the screenshots. Within, sir?
ડન સર.
Okay. Now, next topic is electrochemical cell. And gives energy. This is our topic. Now in this topic, we will derive the relation. Now electrical work in 1 second is equal to total charge passed, here you can say drawn through the cell, and cell potential. Cell potential. If I want to write it W, then W electrical means I will write here ELE dot. W electrical is equal to, in 1 second, it is equal to the total charge. Total charge into cell potential of the cell, cell potential of the cell through which the charge is passed. We know total charge is N Faraday. How much electrons are being transferred into cell potential is E cell. So therefore, your W electrical is equal to N F E cell. This you can write it as number 1. Now, if maximum work is done by the cell, then W electrical is equal to minus NF E cell. Right? If cell is in its standard state, then you can write W electrical is equal to minus NF E0 cell for standard. Now, one question was asked in the examination that which process does maximum useful work? Then the answer is the process having more negative value of delta G. The process having more negative value of delta G. So the relation between delta G is equal to W electrical, and that is equal to minus NF E0 cell. So therefore, you can write delta G0, not G, delta G0, because cell is in its standard state, is equal to minus NF E0 cell. So this is your equation number 3, and this equation gives relation between Gibbs energy and cell potential of an electrochemical cell. EC, I'm writing here electrochemical cell. So this equation is very much important, and in 11th standard we have studied this, and we know that E cell, yeah, E0 cell is an intensive property. But delta G0 is an extensive property. So this is very much important, because based on this intensive and extensive properties, they are asking the application questions in your competitive examination. They can ask you in your board exam also. So this was about electrochemical cell and Gibbs free energy. Electrical work done in 1 second is equal to total charge passed through the cell, that is equal to NF, and cell potential of the cell. Yes, cell, E cell. So W electrical is equal to total charge is NF into E cell. This is your equation. But if maximum work is done by the system, this also we have studied in 11. If work is done by the system, then W will be negative, right? So it will be minus NF E cell. If cell is in its standard state, we used to write E0 cell. Now, maximum work done. So that delta G0 gives free energy, because when work is done, energy decreases. So the delta G will be negative. So it will be minus NF E0 cell. So based on this equation, how the numericals are being asked, how application questions are asked, that we'll do in the next point. You can take the screenshot. Riten sir. Hello. Riten sir.
Done, sir.
Okay. આ તો થઈ જાય એટલે બોલી જવાનું તમારે. Okay.
હા એટલે પાછળ બીજું.
No problem. No problem. Now, we'll take an application part. Now you know one point I have written, that E0 cell is an intensive property, and intensive properties cannot be added. And delta G0 is extensive property, and extensive properties can be added. So based on this, we'll do some application part. Application is number 1. Here only one is there, so I will write it like this. Relation between standard electrode potential of a metal and in different oxidation state. Relation between standard electrode potential of a metal in different oxidation state and delta G. Now, if you are given, if E0 Fe oblique Fe plus 2 is equal to X, E0 Fe oblique Fe plus 3 is equal to Y, and E0 Fe2 plus oblique Fe3 plus is equal to Z. Then what is the relation between X, Y and Z? So first we'll find out the relation between X, Y and Z, right? Now I told you that E0 cell, it is an intensive property, so it cannot be added. Only the thing which you can add is delta G, 0. So first I will take number 1. E0 Fe gives Fe2 plus. So can I write Fe gives Fe2 plus 2 electron. This will be your number 1, right? Based on this, I can write what will be delta G0 of this cell. Delta G0, G01, because here I have indicated 1. This will be equal to minus N. N means number of electron transfer. 1 I will write NF E0 cell. This time now I will write it. N is minus 2 F Faraday's constant. E0 cell. E0 cell we have taken as X. So this will give it, I will give it as number 1. Second, I am having Fe oblique Fe3 plus. So Fe gives Fe3 plus. Now, when metal will be converted to positive ion, when it loses electron. If it is plus 3 means it will lose 3 electron. So here now I will write directly delta G02 will be equal to, minus sign is there, then number of electron transfer are 3, F is Faraday, E0 cell is Y. This will be number 2. Now you want Fe plus 2 gives Fe plus 3. Fe plus 2 gives Fe plus 3. That means you have to cancel this Fe. To cancel this Fe, you have to invert the equation, right? But the third equation also I will write it before doing that. Fe2 plus gives Fe3 plus by losing 1 electron, because plus 2 is already there. When it loses 1 electron, plus 2 will become plus 3. Here delta G03 will be equal to minus 1 F Z number 3. So these 3 equations can be added. Now what will be delta G3? Delta G03, this one will be delta G03. Will it be equal to delta G01 plus delta G02? That will be equal to 2Fx minus 3Fy. But how to add it? Just pay attention. You might be thinking that, sir, you have written here minus, here you are writing plus. The reason is, I want Fe plus 2 to Fe plus 3. And this is Fe to Fe plus 2. This is also Fe to Fe plus 3. So first of all, I will reverse equation 1 and then write this equation so that you can understand properly. This equation 1 I can write it like this. Fe2 plus takes 2 electron and get deposited as Fe. So on reversing, delta G01 will be equal to 2Fx. Clear? If I reverse the reaction, minus sign will become plus. Then I am adding 2. If I add equation 2 directly, Fe gives Fe3 plus 3 electron. Delta G02 will be equal to minus 3Fy. Right? Why I have done? Because our third equation was Fe2 plus gives Fe3 plus. So net I can write it because I told you to add it. So what will be delta G03? Add 1 and 2. If I add 1 and 2, what will happen? Here Fe will be cancelled, right? Then your equation will be Fe2 plus. Now on this side 2 electron, on this side 3 electrons. So 2 electron will be lost from 3. So 1 electron will left. So it will give Fe3 plus electron. So is it your equation 3? So to get equation 3 means to get delta G03, I have added delta G01 and delta G02. So this will be delta G01 plus delta G02. Now you know the values. What is delta G03? Delta G03 is equal to this one, minus 1 Fz, minus 1 Fz is equal to delta G01. This I will take this time. 2Fx, because now we are considering this as 1, right? Minus, actually I have to add it, but here it is minus sign. So minus 3Fy. This will be your equation. So now here 2F minus 3F. I can take 2F or you can remove this minus sign, minus 1 Fz. You can remove F from here. You can remove F from here. So minus Z is equal to 2x minus 3y, because we have taken out f common. So what is the relation now? Z will be equal to, if I take on this side, it will be plus, this will be 3y minus 2x. This is the relation. You can take the screenshot, Riten sir.
Done,
And
sir.
based on this concept, we will solve JEE numericals. I will give you one example. So many examples have been asked based on this equation. I will solve one example from your competitive examination. Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll take one example and solve it. But important thing is you can add only Gibbs free energy. You cannot add cell potential. Why? Because E0 cell is an intensive property. Delta G0 means standard Gibbs free energy is an extensive property. So actually this is a concept of 11th standard thermodynamic chapter. So now we'll take one example which have been asked in the competitive examination. That is, it was asked in 2011. It has been asked so many times. Numerical number 4 of today. The electrode potential for Cu2 plus aqueous plus electron gives Cu plus and Cu plus aqueous plus electron gives Cu solid are plus 0.15 volt and plus 0.50 volt respectively. The value of E0 Cu plus 2 oblique Cu will be, options are given, A 0.5 volt, B 0.325 volt, C 0.65 volt and D 0.15 volt. Now you don't need to go in detail, just write these three equations, 1, 2 and the third one, and just you add their delta G values and tell me the answer. I will give you 2 minutes. Riten sir, you can check the answer in the chat section.
સર
Hmm.
આ મીટિંગ ની અંદર ચેક સેશન દેખાતું નથી સ્ટાર્ટિંગ
દેખાય ને કેમ ના કેવું છે?
મે બી સ્ટાર્ટિંગ તમે કર્યું હતું ને એની અંદર સેટિંગ માં કંઈક
ના મેં કશું નથી કર્યું, મેં તમને ખાલી હોસ્ટ જ બનાવ્યા છે.
હા તો એના ત્યાંથી જ એવું જ છે, ત્યાંથી જ
ઓકે વાંધો નહીં, વાંધો નથી, હું સોલ્વ કરી દઉં છું. ચાલો
ઓકે
solution. Let us see. First is Cu2 plus plus electron gives Cu plus. Cu2 plus plus electron gives Cu plus. Just for your understanding, I am writing in detail. Otherwise, I can write the answer directly. This will be delta G01. Delta G01 will be minus N is 1, F, and cell potential is 0.15 volt. right? Second equation is Cu plus electron gives Cu solid, right? This will be delta G02. Here the electron is also again 1 F, but this time value is 0.5 volt. Now important is I want Cu2 plus gives Cu. Is it Cu2 plus gives Cu? So here you don't need to change it. In earlier case we have reversed the reaction. Here you don't need to reverse the reaction, just add it. Sure. Let us see what we are getting. Cu plus is cancelled. So what is left? Cu2 plus takes 2 electron and get deposited as Cu solid. Right? This will be what? Delta G03. And delta G03, we know it is equal to delta G01 plus delta G02. So you can directly use the formula if you understand the reaction. Now what is delta G03? Delta G03 is equal to minus 2 minus n. N means number of electron transfer, 2 F E0 cell, which we have to calculate. E0 we have to calculate for Cu2 plus gives Cu. This will be equal to delta G01. Delta G01 we have the value minus 1 F.5. So can I write it minus 0.15 Faraday plus minus 0.5 Faraday. So minus 0.5 Faraday, right? And I'll write it in a bracket and volt I am writing outside. So now this will be equal to minus 2F E0 Cu2 plus oblique Cu is equal to, now minus 0.15 Faraday minus 0.5 Faraday. This will be equal to minus 0.65 Faraday. 5 plus 1, 6, 5 Faraday, 2 volt. Now Faraday cancel, right? Minus cancel. So what is E0? E0 Cu2 plus oblique Cu will be equal to, this 2 will go down, 0.65 by 2 volt. This will be equal to 0.325 volt. So this type of numericals are being asked in your JEE and NEET examinations, right? So this was one of the example. Your answer is B. Written, sir? You can take the screenshot.
Done, sir.
Okay. So now the next topic. Conductance of electrolyte. So almost your first topic is over here, which was about electrochemical cell, whose principle is it converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Means reactions takes place spontaneously and current is produced. So all these topics were related to electrochemical cell. So your first topic is over here. Now, one more point is there which is not given in your NCERT textbook. So that I would like to take. So you can take it extra, but sometimes they are asking, right? It is concentration cell. Now what is concentration cell? Cell whose both the electrodes, see when I say both the electrode means anode and cathode, cell whose both the electrodes are same, in which no net reaction takes place. cell whose both the electrodes are same, in which no net reaction takes place. Only there is transfer of ions from concentrated solution to dilute solution. Is called concentration cell. See, the definition is not given, but they are asking the numericals based on this topic. So concentration cell, cell whose both the electrodes are same, in which no net reaction takes place. Only there is a transfer of ions from concentrated solution to dilute solution. That is called concentration cell. I'll take an example. For example, Ag solid oblique Ag plus point 25 molar. I am taking double slash Ag plus. Here I will take 0.75 molar oblique Ag solid. Now look to this definition. Cell whose both the electrodes are same. Yes, anode is silver, cathode is also silver. Let us see now further, in which no net reaction takes place. At anode, which reaction will take place? Silver solid. At anode, oxidation takes place. So silver will give you Ag plus 0.25 molar plus electron. At cathode, Ag plus 0.75 molar takes electron and get deposited as silver. This is reduction, right? Now let us check net reaction is taking place or not. Net reaction. See, electron is cancelled, one on left and right side. Silver solid is also cancelled. But here you cannot cancel Ag plus and Ag plus, because this Ag plus is 0.75 molar and this Ag plus is 0.25 molar. So here you can write Ag plus 0.75 molar will give you Ag plus only, but 0.25 molar. So this type of cell are called concentration cell. Now you can check the definition. Cell whose both the electrodes are same. Yes, anode is silver, cathode is silver, in which no net reaction takes place. See, no reaction is taking place. If reaction is taking place, then reactant and product may be different. They are not different. Both are Ag plus ions only. So no net reaction takes place. Only transfer of ions takes place from concentrated solution to dilute solution. Yes, ion Ag plus is transferred to Ag plus from concentrated. 0.75 is more concentrated than 0.25. So only transfer of ions takes place from concentrated solution to dilute solution, and such cells are called concentration cell. Clear? Nitin sir,
Done,
you
sir.
can take a screen. Okay. So this was an important topic. Based on this topic, numericals are being asked. That we'll do it later on. Okay. Now, conductance of electrolyte solution. conductance of electrolyte solution. This is our new topic. Now, what is electrolyte? This I have taught you in chapter 7, equilibrium in 11th standard, or you have studied. Electrolyte means substance which when dissolved in water produces ions, and that ions are capable of conducting electric current. But simultaneously, along with electrolyte solution, I told you one another conductivity also. Conduction takes place through metal, solid substance. In metal, conduction takes place through electron. So here we are going to study both the type of conductivity, electronic conductivity as well as ionic conductivity, right? But before going into detail about this, we are going to discuss some basic terms. Some basic terms. Which you might have studied in physics. Yeah, you are going to study in physics. First is resistance, electrical resistance. Symbol is R, right? And you have studied that electrical resistance of a uniform conductor is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. This you have studied. And R is measured in ohm. Length is measured in meter. Area is measured in meter square, right? And therefore, can I write R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is a Greek word, RHO, rho, right? Which is also called resistivity. Now, what will be the rho? Before going into detail, I'll write here unit of resistance is ohm and its SI base unit. Its SI base unit is kilogram meter square per second cube into A, ampere square, where kg, kilogram, meter, second. So they can ask you the SI base unit of resistance. It is kilogram meter square per second cube and per second, not second, a meter ampere square. So this you have to remember. But important is this. They can ask you this in MCQ. Clear? Now, one more question they are asking. Which instrument is used to measure the electrical resistance accurately? Answer is Wheatstone bridge. Is an instrument to measure R. So this question is also asked or have been asked so many times in the examination. So which instrument is used to measure electrical resistance? Answer is Wheatstone bridge. So this you have to remember, right? Second, I can take resistivity. Rho, according to IUPAC. Resistivity is according to IUPAC. But sometimes it is also known as specific resistance. Now we know that R is equal to rho L by A. So therefore, what is rho? Rho will be equal to R. This will go up into A by L. So rho is equal to R. This will go up A by L. So therefore, unit of rho will be equal to R. R is ohm. Area is measured in meter square. Length is measured in meter. So you can cancel this. So what is your answer? Ohm meter, or you can write ohm centimeter. Both are used. Ohm, symbol of ohm is like this: ohm meter or ohm centimeter. And conversion factor from meter to centimeter and centimeter to meter, you know, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So that you can do it on your own. So these are the two basic terms. Within, sir, you can take a screenshot.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now third is conductance. The third basic term is conductance. Let us see what is conductance. The symbol is G. You can use a different symbols also. But right now I am writing here Z. What is conductance? The inverse of resistance is called conductance. So what is conductance? Inverse of resistance is called conductance. That is, can I write G is equal to 1 by R, right? So therefore, what will be the unit of G? 1 by R, 1 by ohm, because unit of R is ohm. So therefore, unit of G is equal to 1 by ohm, which is equal to ohm inverse. Inverse of ohm, and inverse of ohm, you can write MHO, mho. See, mho is an inverse of ohm, MHO. It is inverse. So mho is also written. Symbol is this one, or inverse. So this is the unit of conductance. Now we know that G is equal to 1 by R, but R we know which is equal to, what was R? R was rho L by A, right? So from that I will take it here, 1 by rho L by A, L divided by A. So this will be equal to 1 by rho, A will go up, A by L. So this is called 1 by rho. 1 by rho is called a Greek word, again it is kappa. This is called kappa. It is not gappa, it is kappa, Greek word, right? Into A by L. Kappa into A by L, right? Because 1 by rho is equal to kappa. So I am removing here. It's a Greek word. So you can write G is equal to kappa into A by L. May be useful to you for calculating the numericals, right? So here, kappa. Now we'll discuss the fourth point. Kappa is called conductivity. Like this is conductance, this is called conductivity. Now, you know that conductance is inverse of resistance. So same way, conductivity will be inverse of resistivity. Conductivity, or you can use word specific conductance. Or you can use a word specific conductance. But IUPAC has recommended a word conductivity. So we are going to use a word conductivity. But you can use a word specific conductance also. Right? Kappa. Now, what will be kappa? Kappa will be equal to G L by A. Kappa will be equal to G L by A, because G is equal to 1 by R. If you put the value of R, rho into L by A, 1 by rho is called conductivity, and this will be A by L, right? So here you can put the values. Now, specific conductance kappa, you can use a unit. What is unit of kappa? Kappa is equal to G, that is conductance, into L by A. L by A is called cell constant. L by A is called cell constant. So here unit will be G. What is the unit of G? Mho into meter upon meter square. So again this will be cancelled. So it will be mho per meter. But in SI unit, mho is nothing but Siemens S, capital S. Therefore, unit of kappa is equal to Siemens per meter, or you can use Siemens per centimeter. So these are the four basic terms which you have to remember. You will study this in physics also. Then sir, you can take a screenshot.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now one more point. What is the SI unit of conductance? Conductance is mho, and mho SI unit is Siemens. You don't have to take a screenshot again, because here I have written SI unit of mho is Siemens. In SI unit, mho is Siemens. So these are the four basic terms which you have to remember for the exam point of view. They can ask you the numericals on base these formulas, as well as they can ask you the MCQs. Now, one table is given in your book. So based on that table, I will write the values. And from that values, which type of questions can be asked, that we'll discuss. I will not write the whole table. Only the required point I will write it. Number 1. Conductivity of 0.1 molar HAC is given 0.047 Siemens per meter. This is given to you. And 0.01 molar HAC is equal to 0.16 Siemens per meter. This is given to you. Right. So based on this, can we say like this, that as concentration decreases, see, earlier the concentration was 0.1, now it is being diluted and it is converted to 0.01 molar. HAC means acetic acid. For acetic, they are writing AC, and for H, acetic acid, right? So as from this, you can say as concentration decreases, conductivity. What is happening to the conductivity? It was 0.04. This is, sorry, 0.016. So conductivity also decreases, right? Note number 2. Conductivity of 0.01 molar KCl solution is equal to 0.14 Siemens per meter, and conductivity of 0.01 molar NaCl, it is given 0.12 Siemens per meter. From these two data of KCl and NaCl, what you can decide? Can we say that smaller the size, more will be the hydration enthalpy, which we have studied in 11th? In standard 11th, we have studied that smaller the size, greater is the hydration enthalpy. If hydration enthalpy is more, means more number of water molecules will be attached, right? So therefore, what will happen? Here size of NaCl is small, so more water molecule will be attached to it, right? If more water molecules are attached, and if size increases, you know, the movement of ions in water, in solution decreases. If movement decreases, conductivity decreases. Clear? So more is the hydration enthalpy, that is more H2O attached, therefore size increases. I'm not talking about of the size of Na, I'm talking about the size of the particle when Na is dissolved in water, because water molecules are attached to it. So as more number of water molecules are attached, size increases, therefore movement of ions decreases, and therefore conductivity decreases. So here you can see conductivity of NaCl means Na plus ion is less than KCl. Clear? So this is important point from the table. In table only values are given, but based on the values they can ask you the question. So I have taken these points. You can take a screenshot with this.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now next is magnitude of conductivity depends on. It depends on three factors. One is the nature of the electrolyte, second is the temperature, and third is the pressure. So So I'll write here because they can ask you in 2 marks. Magnitude of conductivity. This is the topic. I'll write here continuously depends on 3 factors. They can ask you a 2-mark question that magnitude of conductivity depends on which factors? 3 factors. Answer. Number 1, nature of material which you are using. Second is temperature. And third is pressure. If gas is involved. So, this is another point. Now, after this, there is the next point, classification of solid on the basis of conductivity. Classification of solid on the basis of conductivity. Now, I will classify the solid into 4 categories based on conductivity. Number 1, conductors. Conductors means you can say very good conductors. Yeah, good conductors having very high conductivity. Right? Examples are metals and their alloys. You can say metals and their alloys. Second example is non-metal. Like you have studied in 11th, graphite and organic polymers. Second example is non-metal like graphite and organic polymers. Organic material, they are prepared from carbon. One example I will write for organic polymer, polyacetylene. So this is first type. Second is insulator. Insulators. Insulators have very low conductivity. You can say negligible conductivity. Glass, plastics, etc. Third, these also semiconductors. Semiconductors have conductivity between conductor and insulator. So semiconductor example, silicon, doped silicon. Doping we will study later on. Doped silicon, germanium. And most important, so many times I have told you in the lecture, it is gas. Gas, GAAS. Gallium RC. Gallium arsenide. So these are semiconductors. Now the fourth point, which you have, I don't know whether you have studied in physics or not. The fourth type of solid substance based on conductivity is superconductors. Now what are superconductors? Superconductors are those substances having, I'm writing here now, rho equal to 0 means conductivity, yeah, resistivity, right? Instead of rho you can write R also, and kappa infinite, because we know kappa is the inverse of resistivity, and inverse of resistivity means 1 by rho, 1 by 0, 1 by 0 is infinite. So what are superconductors? Superconductors are those substances having resistivity 0, conductivity infinite. You can say resistance 0, conductance infinite, right? Here also there are two examples. Superconductors are, number one, at low temperature in the range 0 to 15 Kelvin, some metals and their alloys are used. Superconductors at low temperature, that is in the range of 0 to 15 Kelvin, some metal and their alloys behaves as superconductor. But at high temperature, in the range of 150 Kelvin, mixed oxides and ceramics, and some ceramics are used. So the fourth solid classified on the basis of conductivity is superconductors. Superconductors are those substances having resistivity 0, conductivity infinite, right? Because conductivity is inverse of resistivity, means 1 by rho, 1 by rho is 1 by 0, 1 by 0 is infinite. There are two examples. At low temperature, 0 to 15 Kelvin, some metals and their alloys were earlier used. This first one was earlier used, yeah, used earlier. This is used nowadays. So nowadays we are using mixed oxide and some ceramics at 150 Kelvin temperature as a superconductors. So this was about magnitude of conductivity and classification of solid on the basis of conductivity. 4 types of solids are there classified on the basis of conductivity. 3 already you know: conductors, insulators, and semiconductors, right? You can go through it.
Done, sir.
Then sir, you can take a screenshot. Okay. Now next is electrical conductance. Yeah, conductance. I told you that conductivity are of 2 types. One due to metal, and in metal conductivity is due to movement of free electrons. Then sir, if you want to stop, you can stop here also. Only 5 minutes is left. Then sir,
Yes, sir.
stop કરવું છે, 5 જ મિનિટ બાકી છે.
હા,
નવો ટોપિક
stop
ન
કરું.
ચાલુ કરવું.
હા.
બરાબર, we'll stop here. We'll not start a new topic today. Okay.
Okay.
We'll leave the meeting. The time is over.